What's up, guys? It's Danny with Pop One here with Joseph tonight, who's gotten first place at locals. He's gotten first place a few times, and he's going to run us through what deck he's been playing. So, Joseph, take it off, man.
Alrighty, so starting with the hand traps, 3 Ash, 2 Imperm. I don't really like hand traps right now, so I'm keeping it minimal. Kill Branded. That's really it. Kill Branded if they don't have Lost and they go like Albion or something, but I mean, Imperm's just a generically good card.
So you don't like Nibiru or anything like that?
No. I thought about siding Nib for a while. It feels bad sometimes. Like, I don't know. I got Div Incarnated today. That card also feels really bad. It did nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Any other hand traps that are relevant? I don't know. The rest of the Ghost Girls are kind of bad right now. Veiler's pretty bad. I don't know. Veiler's like in the same...
Yeah, Veiler's just a bad Imperm right now because of Katshtira.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's really it. None of the other hand traps are relevant right now. I am playing Katshtira. So, 3 Unicorn, always. Card's insane. Probably the best starter in the game, in my opinion, right now. It's just full combo on its own. 3 Fenrirs, have to play it. 2 Rise Heart, then the ones, the Scareclaw Cache, Tear Cache, and Ogre. I like this card a lot, especially with preparations. Just having access to one of these on your opponent's turn to guarantee whatever you want is alive through preparations is kind of nuts. You can just play bad and then just have a good card in your grave and banish it and then bring it back with prep. So sometimes you'll have to use like one of the 2 extenders for your first turn combo, and then you'll just have the second one as any kind of follow-up.
Yeah.
Also, just like a grind game, banishing your Theosis, getting whatever you want back is like game-changing.
Yeah. Ulti Fenrirs?
Yeah.
And what's crazy about Katshtira is sometimes you don't even need to go into your extra deck to be scary.
No,
like
literally.
Against me, you ended on like an Ogre and a Unicorn and Fenrir, and I was like, that's enough. That's enough.
You know, my last game, which was surprisingly against Sky Striker, I never saw that coming. He set 2 past, and I had Evenly and Prosperity, but I also just had Unicorn. I think I had Unicorn and then like another guy, and I just put 4 bodies on field in 4 summons and went for game.
Yeah.
And his hand was double Nib Imperm.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he didn't use the Imperm, but it also would not have mattered. Oh yeah, I hard open Birth, so like nothing mattered.
So you were cooking that no matter what.
So triple Rate Soft, have to, it's nuts. Triple Theosis, I choose to, I love it. Some people play 2, I think they're stupid, and I hate them. Triple Birth, best card in the deck.
That card is nuts.
It is absolutely insane.
You played against Runic Naturi tonight, right?
I did.
And is Birth usually what helps you with that match?
I did not activate it a single time.
Okay.
I summoned main deck guys and did big damage, and it just worked out for me.
Yeah.
I think our game 3, my Rise Heart banished double Camilla and one of the other guys. So like 3 of the 5 monsters in the deck.
Yeah.
So.
And what's scary about this deck is just banishing face down cards off the top of your opponent's deck is sometimes just enough. You just banish key cards and they can't do anything.
It's insane. Turn 1, game 1, I won the die roll against the Sky Striker player in the last round, and my Rise Heart banished Engage, Ray, Rose.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what the chances of that are, but it's absolutely insane. It changed the game entirely.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on, we've got 3 Prosperities. Got to have the Piss Pot, best card in the deck. I play some of the extra deck targets for it, probably more than most people. I've heard a lot of people say the extra deck for this deck is really tight. I don't think that's true at all. I think they're just choosing to match out because they're scared of the mirror match. The mirror match really isn't that hard. Your main deck beats their extra deck, so just kind of play a little smart with your cards and you'll just usually beat them. I don't think I've lost the mirror once.
Especially when they're just most of the time ending on a what is it? Rise Heart Pass.
Yeah.
Like, then it becomes a little bit of a skill matchup, but nothing you can't beat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like just a Fenrir outs that on its own.
And you're not running hand traps like you've shown that are going to get killed by Unicorn.
Exactly.
So.
Besides that, I'm maining 3 Triple Tactics. This has been the best card, like, in my decks since I started playing Tier. I don't think I've ever cut a single copy of this since tier format started, and I really don't see the day that I will. Like, every single time I've had it in my hand, it has come up. Like, I can force my opponent into a play where they have to trigger a monster effect just to make this card live.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I
There's a reason why I'm trying to pick up 2 more of them.
Yeah, literally, like, all 40 cards in this deck are just all busted.
Yep,
Like, none of these cards should exist.
And you don't
for a
brick.
healthy game.
You don't brick like Despia does.
No, I think I've bricked once with this deck, and I've been playing it. Since
And I think it was against me, and you. It was like triple tactics, thrust, tactics, and I just didn't activate anything in the main phase because I know you love those cards.
You're going second.
Yeah.
So it's a cross out target.
Yep.
Which I have cut cross out. I don't think it's really worth it.
That's fair.
As far as the traps go, 1 big bang, 1 prep. I'm playing ogre, so I play prep. Another contender for best card in the deck. Big bang's kind of like the 40th card. I sided out a lot going second. You just never go for that combo. You kind of just make like big chunguses and smack.
Yeah.
But preparations, anyone who's not playing it should really like reconsider, because this card on its own just wins games.
Yeah, I've played against you. Well, we've played a dozen times now. Prep is usually the card that I can't out that just does it for him.
Yeah. And I am choosing to play the Adventure Engine. So 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. My reasoning behind this is so many players are maining like the Eclipses, the Nibiru's, etc. This just kind of gives you a condom for your combo. Like, you just do your normal thing. Sometimes you zone lock a couple, most of the time you don't. But this guy is just insane. He just gives you any kind of protection you want. Going first game 1, obviously you're holding it for the nibs and stuff. You don't really care about anything else. You only care about the cards that wipe your board.
Yeah.
So like, if they're gonna imperm my Arise Heart, I don't care.
Yep.
Going second, about 80% of the time, it depends on the deck, but this all gets sided out. I switch back to pure with tech cards that are in my side deck. And then game 3, if we go to a game 3, this just comes back in.
I think that's really good. And again, you know, I've played it a dozen times, but also what's really good about this is that when you start with this combo, nobody knows what deck you're playing at the moment.
Well,
so they have to potentially try and ash this, or you get an Omni Negate, as you said, to condom your plays.
Yeah, so if you open like Girl Unicorn, you do this first, and you just kind of bait an ash. Obviously, if you have it right, nothing mattered anyway, but you use this to bait ash. If they don't have ash or don't use it here, you just go ahead and get your right, and then that's where you just go special unicorn. You don't use his effect yet. You go right, token, field spell. Go ahead and use his effect, because now they're wary of the search off of Fateful a little bit more than if you didn't activate the right, where it was just sitting in hand, because now they have to sit there and stare at it. So now they're choosing between like, do I want to stop Unicorn getting Theosis or Birth or whatever they don't have, or do I want to stop the search? Usually they still go for the Unicorn, which with how much gas this deck is, usually doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, once you get that, you'll go Theosis, summon your Fenrir, trigger Fateful, get discard, get your Griffin, reattach, special your Griffin. Now you're just playing for free.
Yep.
Like, the only card you're going to use this on the entire first turn is Nibiru. If they don't have it, which, I mean, it's just a 3-of if they're even playing it. It just sits on your opponent's turn, and you don't use it for anything unless it's a board breaker.
Yep.
So your Book of Eclipses, evenly matched. Div Incarnate, does it activate in hand? I don't know. That card's bad. I don't want to think about it anymore.
And I know that you're going up to the regionals soon, right?
I'll be going in April to the 2 1-up regionals.
Yeah, and what's crazy about this is there's going to be a ton of Trap Tricks players.
Absolutely.
And an easy way to beat Trap Tricks players is with this combo.
This card right there.
It's disgusting. So let's look at your extra and side deck.
Yeah. So we'll go extra first. 2 Arise Heart. I've never needed a third. I used to play a third, cut it. Don't miss it at all. 2 Shanger Era. I mean, going first combo, it's there. I usually don't go for it unless I have the Adventure Engine. And then, you know, I'll just do like the standard 3-zone lock, Diablosis stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, no, one time I've gone for the big zone locks play, but I had the absolute nuts. Like I opened right and then the 4-card combo.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I've done that, and I probably won't ever just blindly go for it.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever, besides that one game, gone into the second era, but you have to play it for the mirror match. If they ever see you're just on one, they'll just take it out.
Yeah, and then you're way behind.
Absolutely. Dark Armed. This card sucks. I hate it. It is the 6th Prospy every single time. Big Eye.
Yep.
Nuts. Absolutely. Diablosis. Combo. Cards pretty good. I've actually used his Destruction effect for the first time today, where at the end of battle phase you just banish a card and then trigger his other effect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he had that until today.
Yeah.
I went in phase and my opponent was like, "Are you using his effect?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" So that's those guys. I play the Flare Metal. Winning in time's funny.
Yep.
Zeus, just one. Realistically, you never need it unless you're in a really bad position, but I mean, if you can make a rank 7, which is what the deck does, like you're gonna have your power guys like Big Eye, or you're gonna have combo here and be able to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't summon Zeus often,
but when you do, he's good.
Yeah, but he always feels win more. Like against the Runic player, he had nothing and I just had everything, and I just had to make game, and I think I could only get to 7,800. So I just smacked this over my Big Eye that was already just chilling there, and it didn't matter because the rest of my board was Fenrir, Unicorn, Token, Griffin.
Nutty.
And he was top decking 1 card, so it's okay. Baron, I play Ash. It's a Prospy target.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
And this is where the spice comes in at. Their start.
Well, this is also a Prospy target.
Yeah.
And then I do play the Donner. This card's insane. Anyone playing this deck should be playing this card. Just, you know, force out your opponent's known set Widow Anchor and then just play for free. That's what happened earlier. And then I'm playing all 3 of these. This is your first equip, always. If they out it, you pop something. This is second. This is win more. There's really room for it. I don't even know what the other cards people are playing, because realistically, all 4.5 of these spots are like changed between a bunch of lists, and this is just what I've found to be insane. I'm honestly probably gonna cut this. Everyone's off of Ibly.
Yeah, and you have Donner anyways.
Yeah, I have Donner for it. Ibly doesn't exist anymore. I'm not afraid of it, so I might just cut the Lingery Bow. In which case, I don't know, maybe the third Arise Heart comes back, but I really don't want it.
Yeah.
Maybe the second Zeus, just to scare people a little more, because this is usually what the mirror match banishes first.
Yeah.
Probably a second Big Eye.
For sure. That card is definitely putting in work. Let's look at this side and see what your smoke screen and the adventure package in for, or out for.
Yes. Always. So it is just a bunch of tech cards. Going first, I'm terrified of evenly matched because I side out the adventure engine.
And fuck Labyrinth, right?
Yeah, fuck Labyrinth, fuck Trap Tricks. I hate those decks. Triple evenly, best staple in the format.
Agreed.
Double D barrier.
So for when Ash doesn't quite beat Despia enough, I got it.
Yeah. You go Ash, they go cross out, you go D barrier, and then they cry.
Yep.
Dark Hole, also probably going to get cut. It's still good.
Yeah.
I still might cut it. It was initially for the Ibly lock. I don't know, maybe Lancia just for my opponent. No, that stops me. I don't know. Realistically, I mean, I'm playing 2 Thrust.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore this card. I love it. I might cut one for the third and just put the third in there.
I think that would be hot.
All right, maybe another Cyclone. So I'm playing one Cyclone, one Storm, one Feather Duster.
Okay.
Searchable off that.
Again, screw back row decks.
15th card, yeah. So there was a lot of back row hate here. This is Despia hate.
Because I think this deck's worst matchup is Labyrinth.
Absolutely.
Like, Labyrinth just blows it out.
I mean, the skill drain just wins it.
Yeah.
Like 60% of the time, unless you are in game 2 with one of these.
For sure.
Or you have the boy.
So this is Joseph. He, with his Katshtira deck, he's going to be taking this to some bigger regionals that we're going to soon. Hopefully we get a YCS around. He's taking this to a few case tournaments, different iterations, and he's rocked all of them. He's been on the team with me for the 3v3s pretty much every time we've all gone, and it's worked out. Joseph, you got any shout outs or anything you want to say before we sign off?
Preston's pretty cool. I mean, Danny and I have gone to a couple 3v3s together. He's a great teammate. Our third has swapped around. No, not really.
All right. Well, guys, this is Danny with Pop One and Joseph signing off.